It's so blatant. It's like
Yes.
so obvious. The SpaceX lawsuit, the Trump stuff, it's so obvious.
Yes. Like known Epstein clients who are obviously extremely powerful. Right. That lawsuit was funded by Reid Hoffman, who is a major Dem donor. And also an Epstein client. The plot thickens.
The plot thickens.
The powerful politically and very wealthy are Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, and Reid Hoffman.
What happens when two billionaires once thick as thieves turn against each other? Elon Musk just dropped a cryptic bombshell about Trump and Epstein, and it's about to get messy. Who is betraying who? And what secrets does Elon actually hold? Trust me, you'll want to hear this one. It's not just politics, it's personal. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Remember when Elon Musk and Donald Trump were practically besties? Back in the day, it would have been hard to picture these two on opposite sides of anything. Trump used to gush over Musk like a kid bragging about his cool friend with the latest gadgets. He called Musk one of the greatest minds, a real visionary, and even joked about SpaceX trips becoming the new Air Force One. Musk, for his part, didn't shy away from the attention. While he wasn't openly endorsing Trump, he certainly wasn't shutting him down either. They were like two rich guys in a luxury yacht club, sharing mutual respect while casually ignoring their obvious differences.
You think it's because they're worried about the list coming out?
Yeah, one of the reasons. Yeah. And some others too, but those three. So, why was Reid Hoffman so intent on destroying Trump?
So,
I'm like, this is, so.
It's so frustrating to be sitting in a situation where the list isn't coming out.
Well, it better come out, hopefully tomorrow.
Musk even seemed to cozy up to Trump's circle during the early days of the administration, joining his advisory councils and showing up at White House events. Pictures of Musk floating around with Trump allies had everyone wondering if the billionaire genius was finally picking a team. But the cracks in this odd bromance didn't take long to show. As Trump dove deeper into controversy after controversy, Musk began to distance himself. And not quietly. He stepped down from advising after the disastrous pullout from the Paris Climate Accord. That decision marked the beginning of Musk flexing his willingness to criticize Trump, and things only escalated from there. By the time Trump's presidency hit its second half, Musk went from carefully walking a middle ground to outright calling out Trump's questionable policies and behavior. Musk's online presence became a sneak attack zone with cryptic tweets that had more bite than compliments. For instance, his tweet on July 1st this year really turned heads when he simply wrote, "The Emperor has no clothes." Now, Musk's Twitter sagas are nothing new, but the timing of this jab had many speculating if it was aimed squarely at Trump, given everything happening in their fallout. But Musk didn't stop with just snarky tweets. Rumors swirled that he was putting serious money into research meant to dismantle Trump's polished image. Reportedly, he's been funding experts like researcher Philip LOL, yes, that's his name, who claim Musk has a laser-like focus on exposing what he sees as Trump's hypocrisy. This isn't just about economics or technology anymore. Musk seems determined to poke every hole he can in the Trump mystique. And according to insiders, Musk might have some very specific dirt that could shake things up. Let's talk Epstein for a moment, because this is where things get even messier. Musk has been dropping vague hints that he knows a thing or two about Trump's ties to Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender who left a trail of political landmines before his suspicious prison death. Remember that infamous little black book of Epstein's? The one containing all those high-profile names? Well, Musk hasn't confirmed whether it includes Trump, but he hasn't denied it either. Instead, he's fueled curiosity by teasing that there's plenty Trump doesn't want the world to know. Imagine sitting on details that could explode the Trump persona as we know it and choosing to keep quiet, at least for now. And if Elon thrives on anything, it's drama. He knows how to weaponize suspense. His hints about knowing certain truths, whether it's about Epstein, Trump, or something else entirely, have become a game of chess. Every cryptic tweet, every eyebrow-raising comment during a Tesla shareholder meeting keeps people on edge, wondering if Musk is just stirring the pot or ready to tip it over completely. This isn't just two titans with egos clashing anymore. Musk's actions feel personal, like a betrayal with purpose, and the world can't look away. At this point, Musk seems to be rewriting the playbook of public feuds. Where most celebrities or public figures fade into the background after breaking ties with Trump, Musk is going full throttle. He isn't just walking away, he's leaving a trail of breadcrumbs that lead straight to a bigger, murkier story. Whether or not Musk ever drops a definitive bombshell, it's obvious he's carved out a position as one of Trump's most unpredictable critics. What started as bromance politeness has now spiraled into billionaire grudge match territory. The fallout between these two larger-than-life figures has already shifted the narrative, but what comes next could be even bigger. With Musk dangling the Epstein conversation like bait, Trump's camp seems to be scrambling to get ahead of the story. The once unbreakable loyalty Musk offered is now a distant memory, replaced with a magnifying glass over Trump's every move and every secret he's tried to keep buried. Imagine running your entire brand on wild conspiracy theories, only to trip over them when things don't go your way. That's exactly where Trump's team finds itself now. It's like watching someone try to moonwalk out of a messy situation and doing it about as gracefully as Trump dances to YMCA. For years, Trump and his allies pounced on the Jeffrey Epstein case, spinning all kinds of theories to energize their base. Epstein's shadowy connections to elites became the perfect ammunition, a storytelling goldmine to rile up MAGA loyalists. They painted liberals, celebrities, and even political rivals as immoral monsters hiding in Epstein's orbit, conveniently leaving Trump's own ties to the disgraced financier out of the picture. It worked for a while, until it didn't. Here's where it gets messy. As long as these conspiracies stayed general, blaming vague coastal elites, they were easy to sell during Trump's presidency. They even dragged out fiery claims, asserting they had some kind of access to Epstein's infamous client list that would expose everyone from the Clintons to Hollywood moguls. A familiar face in this circus was Pam Bondi. Yes, the same former Florida Attorney General who fiercely defended Trump at every turn. Bondi made bold statements back then, claiming she had knowledge of powerful names tied to Epstein, hinting that the fallout would scorch everyone in Epstein's orbit. But oh, how fast that tune has changed now that Elon Musk's cryptic hints are stirring the Epstein pot again and potentially pointing back at Trump. Here's the kicker. Bondi, who once acted like she was about to drop a blockbuster miniseries on Epstein's powerful connections, is now saying, "What list? There's no list." She's not denying Epstein was well connected, but she's waving off any talk of blackmail material or a grand exposure. Her recent interviews feel more like watching someone frantically backtrack than sharing legitimate revelations. And it's not just Bondi. Trump himself seems uninterested in leaning on the Epstein narrative the way he used to. His Department of Justice even declared there was no smoking gun in the Epstein files, a far cry from the accusations Trump peddled while campaigning. It's wild because, let's be clear, Trump's previous stance wasn't subtle. Early in his time at the White House, his administration embraced some of the wildest Epstein-related theories, letting far-right influencers dig through case files at the White House. Whether they were hoping to find dirt or create it, it didn't really matter. They wanted to feed their base, build juicy stories about their opponents, and reinforce Trump's image as the outsider taking on secretive elites. But none of these efforts seemed to actually produce anything. And the moment Musk entered the equation, side-eyeing Trump's connections to Epstein, those conspiracy theories suddenly evaporated faster than Trump's claim of keeping classified documents safely locked up in Mar-a-Lago. This isn't just damage control anymore. It's panic mode. While Bondi wildly shifts gears, Musk's quiet whistleblowing has added real pressure. His public remarks haven't outright accused Trump of being intertwined with Epstein's worst behavior, but even a suggestion of Trump's name in the Little Black Book is enough to cause chaos, especially when Musk frames it with the winking seriousness only he can deliver. Whether it's comments about Trump's friendships with Epstein or subtle reminders of Trump's history of rubbing shoulders with scandal-prone billionaires, Musk knows when to keep people guessing and when to let the silence do the talking. And guess what? Trump's team is listening. Why the sudden change? Why walk back years of conspiracy talk even when they've had no problem running with ridiculous claims before? The answer seems obvious. Musk reopening the Epstein narrative is like walking into a room full of dynamite with a lit match. Before Musk's name began stirring up headlines, Trump backing away from his own brand of conspiracy would have seemed absurd. But as Musk hints at knowing more, Trump's team looks desperate to separate him from anything that could snowball into an actual scandal. Cutting ties to the Epstein conspiracies isn't about truth or justice. It's about self-preservation. Let's not pretend this is all just one big misunderstanding or a coincidence. Musk's ability to hover over this issue with cryptic statements, fueling speculation without oversharing, makes him unpredictable. Add Musk's massive platform into the equation, and Trump's team has every reason to feel nervous. After all, this isn't just a former staffer or loyalist whispering secrets from a cozy book deal. This is Musk, a global figure with nothing to lose by throwing some dirt, and possibly plenty to gain in taking Trump's reputation for another tumble. So now Trump's camp is sprinting to rewrite not just conspiracy theories but entire history books. Their goal isn't to clean up old lies, it's to protect Trump from what Musk might say next. Striking preemptively before Musk drops a new tidbit might be their only play, but in doing so, they're only adding fuel to the fire, exposing even more hypocrisy in the process. The irony? The same people who once swore there was some shadowy elite linked to Epstein are now the biggest skeptics of their own stories. Elon Musk's cryptic hints about Trump and Epstein are more than just billionaire drama. They're a warning shot at the facade of political power. If Musk knows more, and let's be honest, it seems like he does, this isn't just embarrassing, it's a potential game changer. Trump's allies aren't backtracking for fun. They're scrambling, desperate to contain whatever Elon's sitting on. Imagine what could happen if the secrets of elite power circles actually come to light. Whether it's hypocrisy, corruption, or worse, Musk might expose it all. And what's wild? This feels like just the beginning. What's Elon waiting for? Stay tuned.